All right, all right, all right. Let's totally take a look. Sorry, man. Okay, let's go to Advent of Code. Everything I do is so dumb. Like, everybody can see that, obviously. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's do this one fresh. So let's open up our Python. We're gonna hit it fresh right here. So let's just say def inc a so inc and then um oh let's we also need to why is it like this? What the heck? Why why is part of it falling off the edges of the screen? It's been doing this whole time. Okay, so if I full screen it, then it resizes to fit the screen. Okay. Um 7.6 let's do increasing 13679. Okay, so oh darn. So then it goes to the back. Okay, so let's go again. So def inc a. So we're gonna do this, but it's gonna be if I greater than 0, print a I minus 1. That's all we want, right? So 1336. Okay. So then so yeah, so we'll define it like this. So if I greater than 0, then we will if let's say diff equals e subtract a I minus 1. All right. And so then if diff greater than equal to or less than 1, or diff greater than 3, return false, and then at the end return true, right? So now we do inc here, and so it's true on that one. Okay. So then let's well, let's do dec or dec, I guess, real quick. Enumerate a if I greater than 0, if equals e minus a, let's just say a so I minus 1 minus e, if diff less than 1 or diff greater than 3, return false, return true. Okay, so then we can look at like 76421. Okay, so then when we take a string, so we're going to like make it just a list of lists. So get input, let's def, and it takes an S. So then we're gonna return let's see. So when you have this, we can do that, right? So get input, it's gonna be X split space or X in S split new line, right? Easy enough. So now we can supposedly get the input. Put that in there. So here, let's put in our example. Uh-oh. Oh, it's supposed to, I didn't put return. Okay, get input, copy, paste. Okay, okay, so that's fine. So now, once we get this input, we are going to basically sum the ones where it is like correct, right? So we need, so let's do the part where we drop one element from each first, right? So one dropped equals, or let's say def one dropped, right? We pass in a or whatever, and so now it's gonna be let's do drop one first. So no, we don't need to. Okay, so one dropped. We're gonna do a plus. Yeah, let's do drop one. Okay, so drop def drop one a. We are gonna go. Hold on. It should be. We need to pass in the I, right? Okay, so then it should be return a. And you know, I think this is actually already available somewhere. But, so a through I minus 1 plus, let's see, so this should be I here, plus a I plus 1, basically. Yeah. So if we drop 1, and we have 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, and we put 0, so not int to list. Okay. Oh, yep. This should be here. Okay, so def drop 1, def drop 1, there it is. Def drop 1, and we are going to return this, and then try calling it. Okay. So we dropped the 1. Did we drop the 2? Then did we drop the 7? Then did we drop the 8? Then did we drop the 9? So that's cool, right? So now, when we def 1 dropped, it's going to be A plus drop 1 AI for I in enumerate A, basically, right? Okay, so now if we do 1 dropped, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh, we didn't return it. Okay, so we got the whole thing, and then the versions with 1 dropped. Okay, so that's cool. So now, input, so let's def input 1 dropped, take S, and we're going to return 1 dropped A for A in, and we said get input, right? Get input S. Okay. So now it's gonna turn into a lot, but I mean it's just I figure so yesterday I didn't even say this, but yesterday I tried to go and like just really cut corners while trying to in a weird way prematurely optimize at the same time, and it was just a lack of discipline, and we don't need to do that. I don't think we need to do that. I think that it will probably just run even if we do like a lot of extra work beyond what I was thinking of doing. Like I was thinking of doing it in a relatively like optimized way, but it was an undisciplined mess, and I didn't get the right answer. And I think that this unoptimized way will probably still spit out the result because the input data set was not huge by any means. So so we want to do input 1 dropped. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be too slow. We'll find out. So then this is all of what we're going to process, even from just that small input, right? We can see that it's a ton. Also, these should be numbers. So when we do the get input, I said X split. So we should turn each of those into an int. So let's def get input again. So it was like this. So this needs to be int n for n in, right? Okay, so now if we do this again, so hold on, input 1 dropped, put this in there. Okay, so that's better. So now we should be able to process it. So we've got inc and deq. So if we say def valid a, then we want to report what? Return inc a or deq a, right? Okay, so now let's get input on this. Okay, so now let's look at oh wait. Okay, let's do valid again. Let's make it into a 1 or a 0. So def valid a. So we're gonna return 1 if inc a or deq a, else 0. Okay, so then So let's say example 1 equals get input, and let's put this in there. So ex1. Okay. So then let's do sum valid a for a in ex1. Okay, so it came back 2, and 2 is what we had here. Okay, so now the new version of valid for version 2 of the problem, which so this is what I already did yesterday. So the one I failed yesterday, so valid 2 is return 1 if any, it's any in Python, right? Hold on. And that says bool, okay, so if any, okay, so, and I believe it short circuits, that would just make sense. In fact, actually, let's just look that up real quick. Python any function. So yeah, so it should return true if it finds anything and then not do any work on the others, is what we expect. Okay, so valid 2a, return 1 if any inc x or dec x for x in a, all right, else 0. Okay, so now example 2 equals, we're going to get input 1 dropped. Gonna put that in here again. I don't know what happened with my Chrome, that it's like falling off the edges of the screen now. And we're gonna go valid 2 ex2. Okay, so I didn't get it right. Unsupported operand types for subtract. Inc x for x in a, so ex2 looks like what? So I passed ex2 in there, and we can't do that. So it was supposed to be sum. Okay, so let's do that. Sum valid a for, no, valid 2a, excuse me, for a in ex2. So there's the 4. So then final answer, okay, we'll pass in the s, and we will return sum valid 2a for a in input 1 dropped s, and that's it. So now we should put final answer and put this in. Okay, so now I know of no reason that that shouldn't work, because that's a much more straightforward approach. All right, so let's just put it in, and then we'll move on to the next one. So input, $285. I believe that's right about where I was expecting, I think. So let's see. Okay, so that's good. I mean, so that was so straightforward, and it was so dumb the way I was doing it yesterday. I did spend 20 minutes just now, so it's not like it was super simple, but it was kind of simple. Let's go to the next. Return to your advent calendar. We're going to go to number 3. Our computers are having issues, so I have no idea if we have any chief historians in stock. You're welcome to check the warehouse, though. says the mildly flustered shopkeeper at the North Pole Toboggan Rental Shop. The historians head out to take a look. The shopkeeper turns to you. Any chance you can see why our computers are having issues again? Oh, you know, I never checked. I want to see if my sound effect is going to come on. Okay, good. That's all I wanted to hear. All right. Okay, so there's an X that we should ignore. Okay. Okay, so it's a simple like matching question, right? So we need to match. So my RE is going to equal, it says MUL literally, and then it's a literal one of these, and then it's going to be some amount of literal digits, one or more, and then that comma is literal, and then this other group is going to be like this, then this one's going to be literal, and then that's it, right? And we want to match that globally. It doesn't say anything about case sensitivity here, does it, right? Like, I don't see any capital letters being shown anywhere. So do we want to do case insensitive or case sensitive? Let's do both, I guess. MUL, just to see if there's any difference. The way they're describing it, it sounds like there's going to be no difference. So we'll see. All right. So we are going to take this example. Okay. And then we are going to EX1 match RE. And so then we get these 4 matches, right? So that's what they highlighted here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And so then the thing we have to do is go match all, I believe, because now we need to go maybe like spread this. What does that do for us? So now we get what we need. So then we need to go reduce, and so then we're going to have ACK, and then the E itself we know is an array. We can discard the first, and then this is going to be A, B, and then, right? And then we are going to take number A times number B plus ACK, right? And this is summing, so we'll start with 0, right? So then we got a 161, which is what they got here. I think that's fine, and For this example, using REI, case insensitive should give the same result. Okay, so let's get our puzzle input. By the look of it, I mean, at a glance, it looks like it's all lowercase. Okay, so EX2 equals all of that. Oops. Darn. Okay, let's see if Python takes it better. EX8 equal. So print EX8. Repr EX8. Let's try that. I don't know if that is going to help. Whoops. Pressed the wrong key. Repr right there. Okay, so now let's come back to here and say EX2 equals, and then just paste what I got there. Okay, so that's better. Okay, so now, yeah, that does seem better. Thank you, Python. All right, so now let's do what I did before. Which was this, right? So this is EX2. So that gives me that number. And then if we use the regular regex, it should be the same. Okay, so let's grab this and put it into our, into here. Yes. Okay, so that should be fine. So that's straightforward. So part 2, as you scan through the corrupted memory, you notice that some of the conditional statements are also still intact. Okay. If you if you handle some of the uncorrupted conditional statements in the program, you might be able to get an even more accurate result. Okay. There are 2 new instructions you'll need to handle. The do enables future, and the don't disables future. So if we say don't, then we ignore everything after that. And if we say do, then we stop ignoring everything after that. Okay. So I'm going to slow down a second and not try to do what I did last time, which was take an undisciplined approach, because this does make it trickier, just like last time. And I think day 1 it made it a little trickier as well. Day 1 was quite easy, though. All right. So I am going to step outside for a minute after thinking about this for a second. So it sounds like we want to find an area that matches from the beginning of the string or from do to the next don't. And that area is good. But any area that starts with don't and ends either in the end of the string or in do, we want to discard that. Okay, well, so here's what it is. So we'll discard if it says don't. I didn't write the parentheses there. So, I mean, yeah, it seems like we'll just kind of do that step first. So here, I'm just sort of envisioning that we just replace all these blocks wherever they appear with nothing. So what that'll look like, let's grab this example and call this ex3 equals this, all right? And so then ex3 replace, and then we're going to replace any place where it's DONT like this, literal, literal. So it has to be that exact thing, right? And then it could be, and then from there, it could be anything, but it does need to be lazy. So I have to remind myself, do I put the lazy hook after the star or before? After, right? So if we put lazy, it will match as little as possible, which is nice. And so then we do literal, literal. Okay, so we replace that wherever it appears with nothing. So we just discard it everywhere. And I mean, that's it, right? And so then, if we do this, oh, RE, it says 48, and that's not right, is it? Or is it? Oh, it is. 48 is what we got. I said I was going to step outside for a second, but like even just a small amount of discipline I think was helpful, but maybe also like this one's just easier than yesterday's by a little bit. No, yesterday's was easy. I did it, well, I did it in 20 minutes today, and I've done this one both parts in 15 minutes. If I've done it right, which like pretty sure. So we're going to grab this from Python again, copy, ex4 equals, paste, and yeah, that's it. So where's the top of this input? Okay, so now we're going to move on to advent of cyber, right? So let's just take a quick look at the calendar. Yeah, so we're fine here. So advent of cyber is here. I cannot imagine why Chrome is like falling off the edges. Is Firefox gonna do the same thing? Like what is happening here? No, Firefox looks normal. All right, Chrome, I don't know. Okay, so oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. When does the next task unlock? There should be a timer or something somewhere, I think. Okay, so this is a free room. Oh my goodness, so many users. So okay, so 1440 minutes. When when does it tick over to day 3? They don't I don't see a timer. Okay. Let's take a look at the Discord. Real quick, because yeah, this is information I want to know about. So let's find this advent of cyber right here. I'm surprised. I'm actually quite surprised that it doesn't seem to show a timer here, but is there some information here? What time does each new day's task? What even was day 1? Day 1 was that thing that had like the file metadata on the MP3 file, right? 4 p.m. UK? Okay. So that would be, so right here it is 7. So that would be 9. Okay, so I posted in this one, I posted at some point my Discord timestamp code. So I'm gonna look for from a me. All right. Hold on. From. Okay, I'm just gonna look for the text. Discord timestamp. Right here. Yes. So I posted this right here. So now we go Discord timestamp and go 900. So then let's go back over here real quick. Four PM UK. Yeah, so UK is here. All right, so at 9, I will plan to come back and do that. So for now, let's close this, and let's look at exorcism. I was logged out of exorcism? Oh, no, I wasn't. They just want to do a survey. All right. How experienced a developer are you? Absolute beginner, unfortunately. Much as I hate it. No, that's not true. So let's see. So the options given are absolute beginner, beginner, junior developer, mid-level. Okay, so it's definitely not any of these. I've never worked as a developer, but it's not absolute beginner either. Have you heard about, quote unquote, the boot camp? Super affordable? I mean, I'm curious. 149, and it's what? It's a year-long like cohort? Like depending on like what the service actually is, that certainly might not be a bad price. But I don't feel like they're really telling us much detail up in that blurb. Like this is a long blurb that appears to be just fluff, right? All right, so we'll skip past the fluff. This appears to still be fluff. Oh, oh wait, no. No, this doesn't really look like it's very worthwhile. 3 hours teaching and 5 hours no, I don't think so. Recreate the classic Nokia. Oh, you know what? This is a nice page though, because actually it probably would be a good idea to do all these regardless. See that confetti? I love that confetti. I think that's let's see if we can see whether they've loaded the React confetti, or no, it's called Canvas Confetti by CatDad is what it's called. I don't know if it would be shown here. It would probably be part of the bundle, I guess, huh? But that Canvas Confetti by CatDad is really, really good. I love it. And I've thought about that for that particular one, just because, like, it's so fun to just toss confetti, and, like, you can do it with a lot of settings, so there are different ways of doing it. Where's my... I need to turn my music back on. Maybe it was never on. It was on, I think. Alright. Anyway, so... only part 1 or the complete course, so it doesn't... Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I said beginner, save my choice, skip and close. I'm one of those who, like, I wish I had worked as a developer, but yeah, no, the truth is I have not. I have not worked as a developer. Okay, so yesterday we did this one, which I liked. So this was a date puzzle, and that's a cool puzzle. And pure script, it really got me confused and bothered, honestly, a lot, but I'm very happy to have done it. Erlang was much simpler, but in part because I just sort of ported it directly from the pure script. But the PHP was really nice. Anyway, so now let's choose what I'm going to do next. So they released Diamond, so I want to try to finish 3 of these. And honestly, because it is morning and my energy is way low, I feel like I want to try to finish some that are going to be easy-ish. I want to see, like, if I can finish 3 before 9 o'clock when we go back to try Hack Me, that would be really good. So, like, Pig Latin, C sharp, that's probably easy. So let's try that one first. Okay, let's open a new Alacrity here. Okay, so I remember there were like several rules. No, it's just 4 rules apparently. So in the Lua version, I want to say I did use the Lua version of regex. Right, so I did use this Lua version of regex here. And yeah, it looks like I just implemented 4 different rules, just like in the README. So yeah, that's probably going to be pretty easy. Let's see, I still have rule 4 written here, but we did take care of that. What, here? It ends in, or it starts in some letter that is not any of these, and then Y. Yeah, okay, should be pretty simple. So it's been a while since I did regex in C sharp, but I mean, I think the regex support is, of course, excellent. Most everything in C sharp is excellent. I think I am going to copy that over here. Okay, so here... Here's this. So we are going to use regex. Okay, so C sharp regex getting started guide. Something like that. Regular expression language. Okay, well, just tell me what I need to import or whatever. Or just tell me what I need to be using. Using system text regular expressions. Right? Okay. So now we're going to create the different regular expressions that we want. Okay, so string, and we're going to go patterns equals. Okay, so we're going to put them in here. So the first pattern is going to be, let's see, so they put the whole pattern, oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. So the first pattern, I'm going to put just any vowel, probably, yeah, just the same as it was before. Okay, so then we'll do this, and then so this is any number of consonants followed by QU. Okay, so then this next one we did plus Y. So let's say instead of any number of, let's say 0 or more. So this is one or more consonants followed by Y. Okay. And then we'll do one or more consonants. Right? Okay. So then when the word is passed in, we need to try to match on it. So here they used replace, but we just want to do a match. So in this case, oh look, they used the \1 back reference. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's very cool. All right, so awesome. So we want to say regex.matches. Okay, so that will be if regex matches. Okay, and then we will put in, I think we need this here, right? We'll put in the word patterns sub-0. And then let's take a quick look here. So do we need the options? They put regex options none here, so let's just do that. Okay, so is that what we think it is? Looks like it to me. If regex matches word pattern sub-1, regex options none again, return. Okay, so in this case, what did we do? We put the QU at the end, right? Or did we? So I and J was wherever this matched. So we need to do a, so they took, okay, yeah, so they took after the QU and then added whatever was here. And then added the AY. Right? So, but this has to be 1. So this has to match at the start of the word, right? So if it started in XR or YT, that also counted. So let's delete this. So this has to be at the start of the word. And it could be that, or it could additionally be XR or YT, right? So this one also has to be at the start of the word. And then when we do that, we're going to have to get that out of there. So matches. So what about match? Oh, so here, I guess this is probably is match, right? String regex options. What's time spent? Let's do time spent. Timeout interval. Okay, so you sometimes have to use timeout intervals with regex because like there are like possible regexes that take forever to compute. And that's like an attack vector, right? You can like DOS somebody basically, or yeah, DOS, I guess would be the term, by feeding them a malicious regex. Or if you know that they have a bad regex in their code, feeding them a malicious string to match against it. Why is my music not playing? What the heck is going on? Skip. Okay. All right, so this is if it is match. So now we want to take that pattern and okay, so is match returns bool, right? So this is the one we're using. It should return a Boolean, true if it finds a match, otherwise false. Love it. Okay, so now if we choose match, what does this one return? A match object. And the match object itself should have a value, right? Okay, so I guess we're going to do it more like that. Okay, so we're going to say var match equals, I don't know what I keep hitting. Oh, my manager panel. So we're going to go regex match word patterns sub1. Okay, and then we're going to say if match success return, and then we are going to add, so then we're going to, I guess, replace, right? Replaces all strings. I guess that's fine, yeah. So we can do string, regex options, or we can just do string. Let's just do string. So that's regex replace, and it's input pattern replacement. So we'll do word patterns sub1 nothing plus match value plus a. Yeah? Okay, so get rid of that. So now match equals regex match word patterns 2. In this case, what did we do? So the y itself was left at the start, it looks like in this case, I think. But we moved the consonants to the end. So if match success, return regex replace word patterns sub 2. So we'll just put the y back in there, I think. So then a plus, so now we're going to do a substring. So C# substring. Yeah, it should just be a method on there, right? Start index. So we need start index and end index, right? Match value substring, right? 0, and then the length is going to be match value, and then the length on a string we can just get, right? Length minus 1 plus a, right? Okay, so then in this last case, we'll do match equals regex match word patterns 3, okay? And we'll say so I have translate here for a word. In the Lua version, we had a phrase, right? Okay, well, we'll see if we have to do that. Okay, so if match success, then we return. So what did we do in this last case? So this was some amount of consonants. So we moved just all the consonants to the end. It's really exactly what we did in this case, right? But the difference is that the QU, it's just we add a U. Okay, so it's fine. So we'll do regex replace word pattern sub 3, nothing, plus match value plus a. Okay, and then we'll return a word at the end if nothing, if all else fails, I guess. Okay, so let's test. Let's see what we get. We'll see what we get, baby. Does not contain a definition for success. Okay, so let's take a look at where I thought that was coming from. So returns a match. So it said it's probably a capital S, right? Okay, so let's change it. Value is a capital V. Okay. Got to remember that they capitalize like all the fields and things. all the fields and the properties and the methods, like everything gets capitalized in .NET world. I think you only start you only use a lowercase variable to start a local variable name, not a method field or property, I think is the Omnisharp LSP. I think the what do you call it? The standard practice, the convention. Yeah, the convention I think is all the fields, properties, and methods start with capital letters in .NET. Let's try this language server. Some of them are definitely way more impressive than others. I'm guessing this one is probably superb, right? Because the whole language server technology comes from Microsoft originally, from what I understand, right? So maybe this one is friggin' awesome. I don't know. So it says installed. But let's look for value. Okay, looks like we skipped almost all the tests, but we did pass one, so hooray. All right, so now let's go into the tests. Okay, so let's replace or substitute skip right? Okay, cool. So we passed 12, failed 10, so let's look at, here, let me clear first. Okay, so what is our first failure? Our first failure is word beginning with THR. So expected ush-thray, and we got a-thray. So I got rid of the SH that was expected for some reason. Let's see if that's in here. Presumably it is, right? Okay, so the word was thrush, and we were supposed to say ush-thray, but I guess I left off this SH for some reason. So why would I have done that? Seems like just a boneheaded error on my part somewhere, right? So it was supposed to match. There's not a Y, there's not a QU. It was supposed to be this case, right? It started with two different consonants. Okay, so, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I forgot these. Is that gonna make a difference? It honestly might. So, okay, so now there's only one failure left. Okay, cool. So what is it? So, a whole phrase. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, so we needed a whole phrase in Lua as well. So we are gonna start by sort of like splitting. So let's put a pattern in here, which is just non-white space characters. Like this. And so then here we'll say, well, let me put that one last so I don't have to change the others. So if red, or let's see here. we'll say var matches equals regex dot matches word patterns sub 4, right? And so then so when we use matches, it's supposed to return all of the different match objects, right? So I just did string. How come this one only has one string input? What's the regular expression if you call it this way? Not sure. So they called it as a method on the pattern or on the regex itself. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so here I used input pattern. Okay, so we should get back a match collection, and presumably this has a count. Okay, so it's got a count property. So in that case, then we want to call translate on each match, right? So in the example, they did for each match in matches. Okay, so here we want to say match in matches. So here we're gonna like append. So we want a list of strings, right? It's a static, so we want to go, I think we can just go translate. And then it should have a value, right? I think so. Yeah, it should have a value. And then when we're done, we should return. And then do we have a join? C# list string join. String dot join words to array. What's it say? Okay, so we need using, so this is like collections generic or something. C# system collections generic. I feel like that's like what it always is. Yep, it's right there. Okay, so I guess we didn't know what we got off there. Oh, this should be again the capital. Let's submit. That wasn't too bad, I don't think. I still have 40 minutes before the new, what's it called? Try Hack Me is supposed to drop. Oh, there is a suggestion here. It says use string interpolation. Sure, let's give it a shot. Okay, so we did string concatenations here. Let's see, let me remind myself. String interpolation C#. No, C#, please. Alright, so you start it with $1. Okay, so we're gonna say, I don't think I remembered that actually at all. So we're gonna do this, 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 right? Okay. And then here as well. Like that. Okay. Then here it is going to be like this. Like that. And then here. Let's take a look. Okay, so that one wasn't too bad. I'd like to try to knock out a couple more this morning. All right, let's look over some of what the options are here. Secret handshake. Here's another Fortran. Binary search sounds like it's likely quite easy, right? Here's another F#. That could be a nice one. Do this one in Bash. AppSec in Java. What is CFML? Sounds a little crazy. All right, this is the one I want to do next. Secret handshake Haskell. I don't know what it is. We are going to find out. We are going to learn all about this. It's going to be amazing. And I do need to take 5 minutes now. / secret handshake. Interesting. Okay, I gotta take a quick break. I don't know how quick, but here is the task. All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So, I don't really get this yet, but whatever, let's see. Okay, secret handshake. You are starting a secret coding club with some friends and friends of friends. Not everyone knows each other, so you and your friends have decided to create a secret handshake that you can use to recognize that someone is a member. You don't want anyone who isn't in the know to be able to crack the code. You've designed the code so that one person says a number between 1 and 31, and the other person turns it into a series of actions. Okay. So if this is set, then we have to wink. If this is set, then we have to double blink. If this is set, then we have to close your eyes. If this is set, we have to jump. And if this is set, then we reverse. Okay, so the number 9. So we have to wink first. All right, sure. And then we jump, and so then we say wink jump. So in this case, we jump double blink. Okay, so seems seems pretty simple, I think. So hopefully this won't be too bad. And what were the other featured languages on this one other than Haskell? C++ and Raku. It should not be bad in any of them. So okay, so module secret handshake. So an int is gonna come in, and then some list of strings, right? Okay, so in Haskell, bitwise operators. I hate that my Chrome is like this. So this is the bitwise. All right. So we're gonna say jump. Should we do maybe string? Um, yeah, I don't know about that. So let's try import data bits, and then let's say if and then we'll say, let's see what we say here. So yeah, so how do we loop through these in, how do we think we're gonna loop through these in Haskell? So then, okay, so Haskell list reverse. Oh, for some reason I thought that it just had a reverse. Yeah. Thank you, Sapphire Brick. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, so Haskell if. So we can do like, oh my gosh. So if then, okay, so else if, okay, so we'll do the next 8n equals 8. Then we're gonna say handshake and then, oh yeah, how do we put the list together? So we're trying to put a string here, which in this case says whatever was in the README, right? It was jump. So we're going to put jump. And then we're going to add to that. So Haskell list concat. I was just going to say concat. So do we just say concat? So we'll say that. We'll say double plus for concat. And then we'll say handshake. Okay. So then we'll say else if. So now we're on 4. Then and so then what was the next one? After jump, it was close your eyes. Except I'm still getting the order wrong, right? So it was supposed to, so if we don't reverse it, it's supposed to be wink before the others, right? So technically this, I guess, just goes on the end, I guess. Okay, so now we do 3, I believe. Okay, so then else if 2n So what was this one? Double blink or something? Double blink and then blink. Okay, so this is the last one. So then we just say wink, and finally else this. Okay. So now, I mean, is that it? Okay, let's. Should I put this into the REPL and try it, or just run a test? I guess I'll just run a test first. I don't know what it's gonna say. It passed 11 tests. Okay, so that one was obviously quite easy. Whoops. Okay, let's take a look. And it is marked as an easy. That's good. And yeah, it'll probably be just as easy in C++ and in Raku. Yeah, that one was straightforward. And I do still have 14 minutes before that next thing drops. Actually, let me see what they said on Discord to see if they agreed. Oh man, lots. Should we see what anybody else is saying here? CyberQuest. I think for as of this moment, I think I want to try and knock out the handshake thing in one of the others. So it was Raku and C++, right? Let's go back to 48 in, where is it? Oh, did I not mark this as complete? Let's mark it. Okay, let's go to Raku or C++. Let's try Raku first. So Raku, it didn't make the best impression on me somehow. There were just some things that I was like, oh man, like I feel like they're just sort of in their own little world a little bit, which is fine, I guess. um, why am I here? Oh, this was Discord. Okay, so did I like the phone number one in the end? I don't think so. Wait a minute. This looks really nice. Why did I think this made a poor impression on me? This looks excellent. I think maybe I wasn't in the greatest of moods or something. Okay, so we said, okay, cleaned number. So if it oh man, I love the way this one looks. Yeah. So what? Okay, I'm a little excited. So obviously phone number was just sort of this regex exercise. Um, this is really cool, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, so the secret handshake is quite different. It's not string manipulation. It's just some very simple little binary. So quite different. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so uh-oh. Raku comment. Pound. Okay. So we need to use what do we need to do? Let's look at Raku reverse list. Do they call it a list? Okay, so we have reverse. So if it starts, wait a minute. So my $S equals whatever. Okay, so far so good. And then where do we append? Okay. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say at A, I guess, equals this, I suppose. And then we're gonna say if number. Okay, so now we want Raku bitwise and. This is in Raku. Oh, huh. Interesting way of doing things, but okay. So operators bitwise. So we do plus and. Okay. So we're going to say if number plus and. So we're going to start with 16, I guess, right? Probably not. We're probably going to go in the reverse order of what I did in Haskell. So we're probably going to start with 1. If number plus and 1 equals 1. And Raku if statement again. So now we'll say at a push, right? And that was the push that we saw. Where was the push that we saw? Right here, right? No, it's dot push. Dot push. And then they put the colon. And then they put what we want. So that's wink in this case, right? Okay. If number plus and 2 is 2. Push double blink, right? Okay. If number plus and 4 and then what was the next one? Let's see, this next one is jump, right? And then so now the reverse, which we just do we have array? Oh, interesting. I guess not. Okay, so what was this last one? Wink, double blink, jump. Close your eyes. Okay, cool. I think we did. I don't have the highest of hopes, but let's see. Dubious. Unsupported use of this. Okay, so we can't do that, but I think maybe if we put a space in there, maybe it will understand it differently. Okay. Did it run all the tests? That really is an easy one, isn't it? I think that's perhaps the easiest of them all, which, I mean, it makes sense. One of the easiest, no doubt about it. Yeah, I think it ran all of them. Okay, let's submit. And that's great, because it's almost time for the new Advent of Cyber to drop. Okay, let's see. Amazing. Okay, well, I'm pretty delighted by that. So yeah, I'm pretty low energy in the mornings, obviously, but I feel kind of confident about sort of the progress. So CFML, this is going to be an interesting one. I would say out of what we've got here, I think it would have made sense to me if they had done more PHP exercises. It was just this one exercise in PHP. Reason ML has still scared me off. I haven't... Okay, so I did try installing COBOL, and it seemed like that one might become a big pain, honestly. There are still so many. Okay, let me see. How many have I finished now? Are there any here? I don't know. So let's see how many I've finished. So, track icon. Okay, so 141, and so there's 3 more still to drop, and then completed is 85. So 85 of 144, so 59%. So pretty good progress, I think. All right. So, I don't know how long this next task is going to take, but if I finish it before 9:30, then I'll try another exorcism. If I do try another exorcism, it's going to be the C++ version of the secret handshake. If I don't finish it till after 9:30, then I will just stop whenever I finish it. Okay, so I think the time has come. Let's refresh. Day 3. Okay, so here's the story. I'm going to skip, honestly. So learn about log analysis and tools like ELK. Learn about KQL and how it can be used to investigate logs using ELK. And learn about remote code execution and how this can be done via insecure file upload. Okay, so it says we do need to start the attack box and a VM. It says no split screen. It says no direct link. So the practical may take 5 minutes to become accessible. You will also need to start the attack box. Okay, so I'm not sure what exactly to expect. It says starting your machine. So, oh, it says has started, may need a few minutes to become accessible. And it says here showing in 52 seconds. Okay, so that's fine. So in this section of the lesson, we will take a look at what tools and knowledge is required for the blue segment, that is the investigation of the attack itself using tools which enable us, I assume us, to analyze the logs. For the first part of the Operation Blue, we will demonstrate how to use ELK to analyze the logs of a demonstration web app, Wareville Rails. Yay! Feel free to follow along for practice. Okay, so log analysis and introducing ELK. Okay, so first of all, let me just skip ahead. What is it gonna ask? So I feel like it's kind of weird. So there's blue, blue, red, and we're gonna answer where was the web shell uploaded to, and there should be some kind of file path. What IP address accessed the web shell? So we'll look for that. And what is the contents of the flag text? Okay. I almost feel sorry at this point that I even made the decision to participate in this advent of cyber, because I just don't think I find the material that interesting. So yeah, I ran out of attack box hours or whatever, and so by what I understand, I think that I have to like wait, and does it say? Yeah, okay. Can we do it using the VPN though instead? Let's try doing it using the VPN instead. Okay, so we can do this, but then does that mean... Okay, so if you can access here, you're connected. So connected successfully, sure. Then that should mean that we can connect to this, I guess. Let's see what it says. Okay, so if we can open this page, that may mean, and hopefully means, that we can go ahead and do whatever the rest of it is asking for. But we'll see. Okay, so we're going to try this. It says within your attack boxes browser, but we're just going to try it within this browser, and we're going to see what we get. Yeah, this looks fine. So then, so now I'm gonna try to sort of just move that there, all right, where we can see it. And I'm gonna move this here. And let me see how that looks. It's not super ideal, but I think it should be okay. So we opened this up. And I'm super glad, like, they keep telling you to use this attack box and then to pay for it, but it's nice that they provide the option to use the VPN. It's just a little bit weird, like, the way they're presenting it. Like, oh, you have to use this. Oh, you have to pay for this. Oh, you don't have to use this. So, let's see. So we'll go to Discover, it says. Okay, we'll need to select the collection that is relevant to us. So we want... Wareville Rails, so we're gonna look for that, I guess. No, we're gonna look for it here. Here we go. Wareville Rails. Okay. It says no results. Do not panic. We will discuss how to change this shortly. Okay, so we're gonna change, instead of last 15 minutes, we will do the date of October 1. All right. So the end date will be October, all the way back to October. Okay, so we're going to go to October 1 and set this time to 23:59:59, right? And I guess I'll just put 9. Okay, so we'll use that as the end time. And the start time will be October 1:00. October 1, and we'll go up to 0. Lovely. Okay, so then we'll hit update. Okay, so now we're looking at this day, October 1. All right, so we did that. Don't lose 1 bit. That. Okay, so Yeah, so we changed the time. Let's go over the basics of the Kibana Discover UI. So there is a search bar. Very cool. There is an index pattern. So that is... Okay, so we'll close out there. Index pattern, it says, is over here? No. Here. Index pattern. So an index pattern is a collection of logs. This can be from a specific host or, for example, multiple hosts with a similar purpose, such as multiple web servers. In this case, the index pattern is all logs relating to Wareville Rails. Okay, so then we have fields down in this area. So that's very handy. We have a timeline shown here. Very cool. I love the way it's sort of presented. Documents, logs. These entries are the specific entries in the log file. Whoops. Very handy. So then we also have time filter, which we used just a second ago. Okay, so now we're going to learn about KQL, Kibana Query Language, an easy-to-use language that can be used to search documents for values. Okay, so in this case, they just put a field name followed by a colon, followed by a string, and there you go, I guess. Okay, so let's try putting that in. So where do we put that in? Is that in the search? Okay, so we're going to put IP address, colon, 10, 10, 10, 10, enter. Okay, so why did it even put that? What are we supposed to search? So if you are familiar with Splunk, you may be thinking of SPL. Let's see. So why does it say that? Is it because they're similar? I'm not familiar with Splunk. Okay, alternatively, Kibana also allows using Lucene query, an advanced language that supports features such as fuzzy terms, searches for terms that are similar to the one provided, regular expressions, etc. For today's task, we will stick with using KQL, which has been enabled by default. Okay, cool. The table below contains a mini cheat sheet. Okay, so we can use 2 quotation marks for specific values. So exact search, okay, cool. Wildcard, so United would return United Kingdom and United States. We can use an or, very handy. So you could choose United Kingdom or England, nice. Used to show both, let's see, documents that contain both values. Okay, so it has to be Ben and 25. If it's just Ben without 25, then we're going to filter it out. The colon is used to search the specified field. Okay, cool. So now, let's see. So let's clear this because we didn't find anything there. All right, so here's the date, and here are the documents, I guess. So we are going to look at the day of the attack. So here they put October 2 at 0. I mean, sure. Let's do October 2, 0. Okay, cool. And then you will see the logs populated within the display. Please note that the quantity of entries in this task may differ to the amount on the practical VM. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So I have 11 hits and they have more, 1028 or something, right? 1028. Okay, so an incredibly beneficial feature of Elk is that we can filter out noise. Why do I find this whole thing annoying? I don't know. A web server, especially a popular one, will likely have a large number of logs from user traffic, completely unrelated to the attack. Oh, dang, okay. So using the fields pane on the left, we can click on the plus and minus icons. Sure. Fun fact, clicking on these filters is actually just applying the relevant KQL syntax. Hooray! Note in the GIF below how the logs are being filtered to only show logs containing the IP address 10.13.27.115. Okay, so how come it doesn't seem like IP address is an available field here? Okay, so what is it that they actually did here? They chose client IP. Okay. All right, I see. So let's choose client IP, click, and now we can choose the 27115 and we hit plus. Isn't this nice? I think the presentation of this is really like excellent to me. Like, yeah, I think it's a very nice, beautiful, a beautifully presented app. So by polyglot, you mean it's done in multiple languages? Yeah, let's take a quick look. So the exorcism 48 in 24 is like, it's a year-long challenge, basically. And so it's basically 48 different assignments, I guess. And they kind of drop one per week for the most part, but 48 for the full year, so it's not one every week. There's only one left, still locked for the year. But yeah, basically I've been working through these and it's a ton of different programming languages. So we did Python, we did Clojure, we did MIPS, we did JavaScript, and so on and so forth. There are tons of them. I think some of them were pretty interesting. I liked Gleam, that was nice. I think Elixir is good. Elixir is pretty similar to Gleam. I think Fortran was a nice experience. Awk was pretty cool here. I think Julia seemed very nice. As for ones that I didn't like so much, like Pure Script seemed like more of a hassle than I ever thought it was going to be. Like, I feel like Elm and... So is it like you combine the languages? Nah, I mean, I think that it would be one way, but like here we're calling it a polyglot challenge just because there are a lot of different programming languages in the challenge. But no, they're not combined at all. Yeah, that's not what it is. Like the solution is just in one programming language, like TypeScript or whatever. So that's why it's called that, basically. I'm used to combining and it's fun AF. Yeah, let's see an example. So polyglot combined programming languages. Because I've seen ones, of course, on this page. I think it was this exact page, right? Where they showed examples where they have a code that runs in Bash and runs in PHP, right? Is that what we're talking about? Oh, sure, let's hit it. NL for new line because of Twitch? Sure. So let's take a quick look. Okay, so here we go. So wherever we have NL, we are going to do that. Okay, so here is, so if it's echo like this, we are going to do C and, is it PHP? Wait, is this the same example we saw? Oh, C, PHP, and Bash, right? Let's see. CLS is Bash, right? Or is it? Or is this a different one? It's not the same one, right? Okay, so we do define. Okay, so then we comment out the next part in C, and then we comment out this next part in, what is this comment? Is this the PHP comment or what is it? In C, C++, Pi, Lua, win batch. Oh, if this AI chatbot responds, it's because there was AI in the message. Lua multi-line comment? Okay. So this runs in C, C++, Pi, Lua, and Windows batch. All right, so that is so many. So that's neat. So let's copy. Okay, let me try again. Nope. Where did I put that? So this is what we thought it was. Oh, hold on, hold on. Do I have extra indents everywhere? Okay, let's get rid of them. Oh, not that. Okay, so far so good, right? So it should just say print hello world. Okay, so we did print it, and then we just put in stuff that we didn't need, so we've got a 0 here. Let me see, let me try again. So we went like this, we got a 0 here, cool. And then we went like this, put this in. These are all commented out in Python. And then we do print here. Okay, so then if we do PHP, or no, it wasn't PHP, it was Lua. Does Lua just open like this? Okay, so let's paste. Let's see here. So we want to be, let's see, unexpected symbol near hash. So we should be commenting out basically down to somewhere here. So let's, where am I at? Polyglot Lua. Okay, so let's do that. And then Lua, I don't remember, do you just do dash? Okay, you just pass in the script, right? Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, so then if we do Python 3, it should say the same. Lua file path. And then I don't know if we can run, we should be able to run WinBatch here. I don't think I have yet, but if we go through the instructions, it'll tell us how. Let's find it again here. I think batch script was one of these, or was it just bash? So bash was there. Bigger programs get tricky. Oh yeah, I'll bet. Okay, so let's just go to batch script here and try join. And I think it'll tell us how we can do it. So if we want to use it on Ubuntu, we can add architecture. I don't think we need to do that. So you just do wine HQ. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Okay, let's try all of them. Okay, we'll try this. I think that should go. Yeah. Okay, and then this. Okay, so we're probably good there. So then if we try the hello world, let's see if it works, or the basic hello world. And then see if it tests. Okay, so exec no command. Okay, so let's see the help. So run the command call test bat, but we have to do it using wine, right? So let's see. Wine execute batch script. Love derailing streams. Oh, okay. So, I don't know about that. Let's see, wine. So we can try to run the let's try and run it with wine. So the bat is here. So we'll go wine, hello world, test. The wine configuration is being updated. That sounds like a winner. Could not find a wine mono package. It'll try to install it. All right. All right. Sounds like a winner to me. Okay, so before too long, we should try to finish this. I don't even know what they're trying to get me to do. Basically, the answer is going to be like, where was the web shell uploaded to? They put so much text on these. All right, so we have logs. And then we can see a lot of activity from this IP took place. All right, so sure. And then each log can be expanded. All right, sounds fine. After some digging, a few logs stand out. Looking at the request field, we can see that a file named shell.php has been accessed with a few parameters C and D containing commands. Okay, so there is a request field, sure, and if we select this shell PHP, let's see. Okay, so shell PHP, right there. Okay, and a few parameters C and D containing commands. Okay, so that would be like, is that part of the message? Let's see what's all in here. Message, get something or other. Why did it say C and D? So Oh, C right here. C equals dir, D equals dir. Okay. So query parameters. So this one didn't have it, but if we looked at some other ones, in the message maybe? Yeah, in the message. So expanded document here. Nope, I don't see the query parameters in the message. Or was that? Message, get, and then did shell PHP, and then the query parameter there. Okay. But these don't look like they had that. So what happened? I don't think that's the main point though. So then the question at the bottom was, where was the web shell uploaded to? Okay, still don't think we found that. Now that we have an initial lead, let's use a search query to find all logs that contain shell PHP. Okay, so we'll get rid of these filters. Oh, wait. That filter was probably wrong. So we'll say message shell PHP. So now so I still don't see those query parameters. Okay. The attack itself and how it was carried out. Why do websites allow file uploads? Okay. File upload vulnerabilities. Uploading a script that the server runs gives the attacker control over it. Uploading an HTML file that contains an XSS code, which will steal a cookie. Interesting. So I think this is going to work. So if we go into the hello world bat and just change it. And then run the whine again. Then it says test passed. Okay, so then if we go back to wherever I was before, downloads, right? No, where was it? It wasn't here. The polyglot Lua. Okay, so if we whine the polyglot Lua, it'll say file not found. Oh, wait. So what's in there? Here, let's copy it. Copy polyglot Lua to polyglot bat. Oh, okay. Yes, amazing. So we can totally do that just with whine. And I didn't know that before. All right, so why unrestricted file uploads are dangerous. Yeah, so we could have something like this, remote code execution. Okay, so then the web shell, so below is an example PHP file which could be uploaded to exploit a vulnerability. Oh my goodness gracious. They're just gonna do whatever they want by uploading this file. We shouldn't let that happen, right? Okay, so now we want to answer the question of where was the file uploaded to, right? And the profile picture page. ORRS. So I don't think it's this. I think it is, let's see, Elastic, Frosty Pines Resort. I don't think it's Frosty Pines Resort, is it? Uh-oh. Oh, the links are broken because I have to connect by the IP address. Okay. Admin assets image. Okay, so we have to find the IP address in that other app. So it was like this. So let's see what that does for us. Maybe that's not it. So we probably put this on the end, I guess. I don't think that's it. Or else we just can't connect to it. This is where I already was, right? Okay, so all that was just like introduction stuff, I guess. Frosty Pines, recreate the attack. So to review the logs, oh, okay. So we need to go to the Frosty Pines ones, I guess. All right, so October 3rd, I guess. Between 11:30 and 12. Okay. So then you'll need to add this to your hosts file to access the hotel management system web app. Okay, so that'll fix those broken links. Cool. So 483 hits, and then we want to find something about like the, I don't know, the PHP file basically. Oh, no, it's something different. What time is it? Oh man. Gotta go to work soon. Okay, let's see. Just gonna try to finish this up. It's already after 9:30, so I'll try to finish this up and then I'll log off. So basically, we're trying to figure out what file was uploaded. So bytes. Bytes greater than 1,000. Can we do that? And then it doesn't necessarily have to be post, I don't think. 153. Yeah, it should probably be post, I guess. I guess it doesn't really need to be that many bytes. Why won't this go away? Cancel. So like this one says 2840 bytes. So this is the message. Okay, so it's probably got to be bigger than that. Wait a minute. Should there be like an actual message body in these? It seems like not. All right. So, okay, let's update. All right, 483 hits. And if we go into message, that's where it says if it's post, right? So we just go message post, and that's 11 hits. So there's login, table replace, table change, Ajax, navigation, Ajax, DB structure, index, add room controller. Where was the web shell uploaded to? Directory, file. All right, so if we add this to the hosts file, I don't even know how to do this. So Ubuntu hosts file. Okay, so let's go into the hosts file. So I'm going to put this in there, and that is going to be whatever they said here, Frosty Pines, THM. Whoops. So now, okay, so now it's not broken. Okay, so rooms, reservation, you can try to log in, you can go about us, you can go account, reservations, rooms, feedback. So you can submit through a feedback. Type doc. So it should be like admin add room probably, right? So we can choose file here. All right, so let's choose a file and add. Okay, so I added this, but a couple of these look like they're broken files. So do those have something to do with it? What is this? It just says a 7 JPEG. So I guess we need to see like what that actually is. Oh wait. What is this? Shell PHP image? Oh no. Okay. So how come I didn't find that before? So the JPEG, it goes to where? So these are get. All right, so is there a post? Oh no, these are all get. Okay, let's delete that. Okay, so let's upload again and see what the request looks like. So on network, we're going to go back. We're going to choose the file again, add, and on network, it says add room controller, host, and was our file in there or not? So this is the actual answer to that first question, right? I guess I'll add some time. I don't know what it's gonna say. Add 1 hour. Sure. Okay, so let's put that answer. Media, images, rooms. Okay, submit. Okay, so that was what it was. Okay, so we have to look for that, I think, in here somewhere. I guess it's not in message. Okay. I'm on the wrong thing. Oh my goodness gracious. It's supposed to be October 3. It's because I have 2 tabs open. I think I've confused myself the whole time by not paying attention to which tab I was looking at. Was it 11:30 to 12? No, this is still in Wareville Rails, so I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Okay, so we don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. We just want to look at Frosty Pines repositories. Oh my gosh, I think I was mostly looking at the wrong thing. I think I was looking at the wrong tab like almost the whole time. Okay, so no shell. But what is the time range? So I don't know if this is the right time. It should be like probably any time. Let's go all the way up till now. Okay, so it's not that. Rooms. Well, look, it's right here. So why? I see it right there. I don't understand. Okay, so we want to look for shell PHP. Okay, I mean, we see it everywhere. And then let's just, oh my gosh. I think I was looking at the wrong tab like pretty much the whole time. Okay, so these are get. And then how early do I want to go to? Okay, so 13 hits total, and the earliest is this one. Okay, so we'll do this. And then we need the contents of the flag text. Okay. So this one says command who am I? This one says command ls. This one says command ls plus ID. Then we said echo glitch to glitch text. But is that the flag text? So is it this? This is the text file, right? No. Okay, so no, that's not it. So we want to do this same thing, but look for the flag text. So we don't want to echo, we want to cat. We don't want to do this. What's the 3e here? I don't even know. I think we should just be able to cat. Let's see. Okay, so it's not like that, I don't think. Oh wait, I have a double slash there, hold on. Okay, so what did they do? Media, images, rooms, shell PHP, command equals, and then they put the command in there. It's almost time for me to stop, but I think I can just about finish, because it's just this last one, right? Okay, so if we just do this, exact same thing, what's it say? What about if it's just ls? Or what if it's just this? So we have to upload the shell file. Okay. And they gave it to us. They gave us the file we wanted, right? Okay, sure. Let's say this is okay, so now if we go in here and go to rooms and just like create rooms wherever that was. Hotel management. So we're going to choose that file from downloads. And now try running whatever it was we were running before. Which was where? Oh my gosh, okay, let me... Shoot! Okay, so it was this. Yeah, let's copy. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Okay, so cat flag text. Okay. And it's after 10, so it is definitely time for me to go to work. Let's put that in there. I definitely don't feel at all good about... Oh no, what in the world? Stop. Okay, let me just put this. Alright, and this one is gonna say it's like a paid... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's just complete. Alright, so I'm gonna come back this evening after work. It's gonna be at 8 o'clock my time. So it's 10 o'clock my time now. At 8 o'clock my time, I will